Hi, I'm Lisa McFall. I'm the Metadata and Digital Initiatives Librarian at Hamilton College. In that role, I work with DHI, helping faculty members to think through their metadata schemas and how people will be interacting with their archive and using that metadata to navigate through the archive. I also work with the library's digital collections, establishing metadata schemas for our projects and help with completing that metadata as well. I was brought into ILiADS as a metadata expert, so I was here to work with teams on any of their metadata needs that they might find that they have. It was a really great experience as far as learning about the different projects that were going on. I found it to be very exciting to hear about, and I found that it wasn't just me helping them. I really came and got a lot out of this conference. I learned a lot. I have a whole list of new tools to explore and new things to investigate and find out more about.
Excellent. Would you mind going into a little bit about some of the things that came out of the conversations with people on their projects, conversations with other experts, things you're excited about developing or just learned for the first time?
Okay, let's see. So as part of this, I got to explore some of the new projects that are up and coming and kind of see how people might be utilizing some of the tools that I haven't had a chance to use before. They are also using tools that I've explored a little bit, but I hadn't thought about using in these types of ways. So I think that actually one of the things that I plan on doing is bringing back some of these ideas to DHI and finding ways that we can possibly incorporate some of these tools, whether they're new metadata tools to explore and work with metadata in different ways, or new ways of presenting data. I think that it'll be really useful to bring back to the library as well.
Great. So when someone calls you onto a project for your expertise in metadata, um, what or how do you assist them? Can you talk a little bit about some of the projects and what you've done? I know that you've been on like a lot of projects, so you don't have to go very much into detail. But are you joining as people are, right at the beginning of their project? Is this kind of all stages?
Sure. Specific projects by name or?
Oh, you can just say in general, like the Euphrates River project, or
But like college names or more general?
if you don't remember them, you
Oh,
don't
no,
have to.
no, they're okay. So one of the projects that I worked with this time around was Dartmouth's project, and as part of that, they were working to try to extract some metadata from a couple of different kind of orphaned websites that existed. And so we were playing around with different ways to get that metadata out so that they could use it for their project. And after some trials and errors, we found a way that really seemed to work for them, and it seemed like it was a great way for them to kind of get to the next stage of their project and move copies of the metadata over into their system. So they've been doing cleanup using Google Sheets and UltraEdit, some other tools to really try to manipulate that metadata and get it into a form that's usable for them, and then hopefully usable by other people as they continue to remix the manuscript as part of their project.
Excellent. So, how was the ILiADS experience? The experience of being with a community of DH people who are all kind of doing their own thing, but coming together to do their own thing together. What has that been like for you? Have you felt like you're included in the community? Are there things that you think we could work on more?
Sure. Well, here at Hamilton, digital humanities is only one small part of my job, and so I haven't had a chance to really jump in and explore it as much as I would have liked. And so having this week during ILiADS really gave me a chance to immerse myself in digital humanities and to talk with other people who are doing what I'm doing, just at different institutions. And so while at moments a little bit tiring, I came out of this week very energized as far as new things to explore and new ideas, and it was just a really great and powerful experience. I've made contacts that I plan on keeping in touch with people, helping them with their projects, and hopefully having them help me with some of the things that I'm working on as well. So it's been a very beneficial week and a great week to kind of get reinvigorated with.
Excellent. So, with the hope that ILiADS is going to continue in years to come, are there parts of this conference that you think you really want to see grow and blossom and continue on in the years? And are there things that you think that we could work on? Some areas where ILiADS could use strengthening?
Sure. So I think that the team-based model is really great. I think it's really great that each school's coming with people on their team that represent different areas of strength, including working with students that are involved in these really exciting projects. And so that's something I would definitely like to see continue on. One of the things that I wish we could do a little bit more of are the pop-up sessions, and having kind of those sessions that gave us a chance to either explore new tools or to problem solve things across teams in more of a group setting. I found those sessions really great, and I kind of found myself wishing, oh, I wish we could have talked a little bit more about this topic or that topic. And so having a few more opportunities to kind of have those types of group conversations would have been really great, and hopefully something that can be incorporated in the future.
So to just change tack a little bit, DH at Hamilton kind of like has we've got our own model, we've got our own institute or initiative here. Do you see areas where our like incorporation of DH into the classroom, into the campus, just generally increasing our visibility? Are there things that you would like to see improve on Hamilton's campus? And as a result of ILiADS, has ILiADS inspired any like, oh, this would be a great idea, I can't wait for it to be part of the library?
Mm-hmm. One of the things that's really come up in a lot of my conversations was trying to find a way to reach out to faculty and students sooner to let them know about opportunities that exist. I think a common thing that I've heard from a lot of different people involved with DHR is that, oh, people didn't really know much about this, or they didn't realize that that's what we did. And so I think if there was a way for us to kind of get in at the ground level, maybe something to do with student orientations, or if there was, a beginning freshman seminar type of a course that we could go and talk about what DHI does and opportunities that exist, could just let students kind of plan ahead a little bit with how they could possibly get involved down the line. I think the same thing goes true for faculty members as well, looking at new faculty orientations or trying to say, hey, do you have a project? Come talk to us. Maybe we can help you, whether it's with data curation or looking at how to present information. If they don't know about us, we can't really help them. And so I think just trying to get ourselves a little bit more publicly available to people would really help us, and also help all the faculty and students and staff on campus as well.
So I guess just in general, what do you see the importance of DH being in an academic setting? Is it, you've seen a lot of people apply it in different ways,
Mm-hmm.
And of course as a means to different ends, but obviously it's something that you're invested in. Can you talk a little bit more about why you are passionate about DH?
Sure. Well, one of the things I like about DH is that it really brings together a variety of skill sets, both of my own and then also just getting to work with other people in areas that they excel and thrive. And I think that bringing together all of those unique skill sets and working together really produces projects that you wouldn't get otherwise. I know people talk about humanities kind of existing in, I don't want to say a vacuum, but people tended to work on projects on their own. It was their project. Well, with the way the DH model, I think, is evolving, it's really becoming much more of a team-based model, and I think that everyone coming with their skills and contributing really makes the projects a lot stronger, and I think that that's really something that's really exciting to see, and I hope to see continue.